Thanks for joining us for today's broadcast. Appreciate the assistance from parents. Getting this broadcast going, we are courtside for this action between your Mission Prep Royals and the Coastal Christian Conquerors. The Conquerors wearing their home rights. Royals wearing their navy roads with Vegas gold trim. Thanks for being with us tonight for today's broadcast. It's actually today, not tonight. Tip off 11 a.m. We appreciate everybody joining us for today's broadcast here on Mission Sports TV. And a timeout taken by Coastal Christian with 2:34 remaining. Royals leading 6-4. And with 2 minutes left in the first quarter, Royals up. Conquerors with the ball, moving the ball around well, trying to. And a foul called on the Conquerors of Coastal Christian, playing out of Pismo. For those who don't know where Coastal Christian is, I had to ask because I was not aware. And the shot at the rim by Nelson, no good. Second chance points, and Nelson makes this a 4-point lead for Mission Prep. First shot up and not connected for Carly Stojakovic. And connects with the second one. Stojakovic with the bucket. Cuts the lead to 3. 8-5 is our score here in the first quarter. This is non-conference action for the Royals and the Conquerors. Mission Prep playing out of the Mountain League, currently 0-2 in the Mountain League with a 2-game losing streak. While the Conquerors 6-4, 4-0 out of the Coast Valley League, riding a 6-game winning streak. And the steal turnover to Maggie Moore. And stolen right back, going the other way with Ava Brown. Brown to Nelson. Nelson bounce pass to Brown. Back up top, Weisenberg driving inside. Ball comes loose, ends up in the hands of Brown. Back to Nelson in the corner, and she takes it to the rim, throws it up. And Nelson on the board again. The lead doubled once again. This time it's 5 points. And the turnover into the hands of Addie Blake. And the Royals starting to heat up here in the first quarter, and a foul on the way to the rim. Gives Blake 2 shots. First one no good. Our score 10-5, 24.8 seconds on the clock. Kobe. Second one bounce it out. The lead remains the same. The pass forward. Able to be recovered by Maggie Moore. Up top pass to Stokovic. And the shot thrown up by Canaday, no good. Rebounded by the Royals. And the pass forward saved by Nelson. Shot made by Ava Brown before the alarm. In the end of the first quarter, the Royals take a 12-5 lead, +7 on the scoreboard. We'll be back with more action in the second quarter. And the Conquerors begin the quarter with the possession. Bounce pass down the near sideline and results in a foul charged to Carly Baker. First foul of the quarter. With 7 seconds gone by, the inbounds pass to Moore. Moore passes it back to Stokovic, Caitlin Stokovic. And the pass knocked away back into the hands of Moore. And the pressure coming from the Royals. They want this rock back with 12 seconds on the shot clock for the Conquerors. And one, and a shot clock violation. And that sounds more like a cell phone than a shot clock violation. But okay. Somebody answered the phone as the shot clock went off. Royals back on offense. First time in the second quarter. Bounce pass inside to Baker. Back to Blake. Rebound defensively to Canaday. And a backcourt violation called against Ket Kohler. And the ball handed back to Mission Prep on the possession. The Royals do have the next possession arrow. Heavy pressure from the Cougars on defense. And a rarity on the court. Maggie Moore wearing number 6. Not something you typically see in high school sports. Generally going up to 5, 1 through 5, 11 through 15, 25, 20 to 25, 30 to 35, 40 to 45, and 50 to 55. That's typically what you see on the court. Moore rocking number 6. Pass into Moore. Moore guarded by Eckler. Riley Eckler was out of the lineup last game, not feeling well. Back in the lineup tonight. As the ball rolls away down court. No scoring change through the first minute and a half of the quarter. And underneath that shot goes up and over the rim. And it rebounded defensively by Canaday. .6:13 on the clock. Coastal Christian maintains possession. That's a bounce pass inside, bounced off Baker, went out of bounds. Back to the Cougars, the rock goes. And that one gets away from him, and that gets in the hands of Nelson. And Nelson can't connect, offensive board. And second chance points put up by Brown. And Brown has the first points of the second quarter, 14 to 5. 9-point lead for Mission Prep of San Luis Obispo. Thanks for being with us today for this presentation of women's basketball. Saturday morning action. You could be watching Saturday morning cartoons, but you're with us on Mission Sports TV. And we are live from the Oceano Community Center. Shot up. Nelson can't connect. And then in the hands of Riley Eckler. Blake back to Nelson. Gwen Nelson at the rim. She is called for the charge. Second foul of the quarter for Mission Prep. 14 to 5. 9-point lead maintained. Only 2 points scored in the quarter. Royals on a 2-0 run. Been a defensive quarter with both squads. And out of bounds on the line. Carly Stokovic turned over back to Mission Prep. Addie Blake goes to the sideline and checking in. Sally Weisenberg is going to inbound that ball for the Royals. Inbounds to Riley Eckler. Eckler brings it up court back to Weisenberg. Inside to Baker. Passed out to Eckler. Gwen Nelson driving in. Shove shot inside the free throw line. And gets the bounce. Nelson averages 10.3 a game. And the Royals with 16, 11-point lead. Coastal Christian yet to score in the quarter. That pass gets away from Kohler, and it's going to be Mission Prep ball. And a timeout taken by Coastal Christian as they look for their first points of the quarter with 3 minutes and 17 seconds gone by. Royals lead 16 to 5. And the Royals come up with the rock out of the timeout, taken by Coastal Christian. Pass in the corner, Gwyn Nelson, three-pointer. (19-5). Royals in command here. This turnover attempt can't complete the steal. Carly Baker. More passes to the left into the hands of Caitlin Stokovic. And inbounding Carly Starkovic. I've said the name wrong a few times. I do apologize. Pass inside. Caitlin Starkovic. And Moore throws it up. Not in time, going the other way with the Royals. Passed forward, put up. The incomplete shot by Ava Brown. A defensive rebound passed out to Carly Starkovic. And the dribble knocked out of Starkovic's hands by Weisenberg. Maggie Moore with the inbounds. Gets a lane to the rim, throws it up, can't connect. A little too early and hasty on the shot, trying to do something for her squad. And the shot by Ava Brown, not good. Second chance points, passed out. A two-pointer, no good for Nelson. And a jump ball called for underneath the basket. And the possession to Mission Prep. Next arrow goes to Coastal Christian. 19-5, Coastal Christian still scoreless with over 4 minutes gone in the quarter. Sally Weisenberg with the shot, no good. Rebounded by Baker. Baker tosses it out to Brown. Brown to Nelson. Straight away three-pointer off target. Brown with the rebound. Weisenberg misses. And another jump ball, this time Coastal Christian gets it as Ava Brown and Maggie Moore tie up. Caitlin Starkovic with the inbounds to Cooler. Cooler to Starkovic. Pass forward, that pass off target, intercepted by Carly Baker, and the Royals sprinting ahead with more offense. Carly Miller picks up the rock, passes inside to Weisenberg. Euro steps away to the lane, and Weisenberg scores 2, 21-5. 2:30 remaining here in the quarter. Another turnover to the Royals. The Royals with multiple defensive turnovers, trying to get points off of those turnovers has been a struggle though. But they do have a commanding lead. Nelson leading the way. Cooler at the rim, she's blocked and collected on the rebound by Addie Blake, passing it forward to Riley Eckler, who's out of bounds. Well out of bounds. The out of bounds line thinly defined here at Oceana Community Center. But, you know, they're just having fun. Both teams playing hard. Bounce pass inside. Avoiding the block. Passing back out to Moore. Moore guarded by Nelson. And fouled on her way to the rim. Maggie Moore will go to the line to shoot two. Carly Baker collects the foul. And the first shot good for Moore. First points of the quarter comes 6 minutes in. Maggie Moore with a free throw. Second one no good, rebounded by Nelson. Nelson averaging 6 boards a game for the Royals. And the underhand finger roll good for Riley Eckler. "17-point lead for the Royals, and that bounces past Cooler. Mission Prep ball. Weisenberg inbounding it. And the shot underneath, good for Nelson. And that pass out of bounds. Last touch by the Royals. And the possession stays with Coastal Christian. They have 19 on the shot clock. 1:15 remains in the first half. Today's broadcast presented by Farmers Insurance Agent Jennifer White. Give the Jennifer White Insurance Agency a call today, 805-548-8530. And a turnover back to the Royals. Pass forward to Blake. And last touched by Gwen Nelson. Coastal Christian takes it with 1:01 on the clock. Moore with a slow dribble up the court. Contested by Eckler. And loses the dribble on the way to the rim. Looking for a layup. Mission Prep with 51 seconds back on offense. And a single trip down the right side. Good for Carly Miller. And a foul called on Riley Eckler. First shot, no good. Carly Starkovich shooting for Coastal Christian, 32.2 remaining. Second one drops. And a clean pass from Blake to Nelson results in a deuce for Nelson. 29-7, 22-point lead for the Royals. And a steal knocked away by Nelson. And stolen again. Multiple turnovers, and that possession is the last of the half. Mission Prep leads 29-7, holding the Coastal Christian Conquerors to 2 in the second quarter. Thanks for being with us on this morning broadcast of Mission Prep basketball here on Mission Sports TV. Brian Stanley with you. Thanks for being along for the ride. And we're back underway. The Royals with a 22-point lead, increasing that from 7 in the first quarter. Quinn Nelson leading scorers with 13, taking a three-pointer, averaging 10.3 a game. As the Conquerors go back on offense, pass to the left in the hands of Starkovich. Carly Starkovich saving it with a dribble. Ket Kohler trying to shake the defense, pass to Maggie Moore. Been most of this offense for the Cougars against the, Conquerors against the Royals. Nelson up top, pass to his left to Riley Eckler, back to Nelson with a lob. Nelson to Miller. Eckler stares down a three-pointer. That one goes long, out of bounds, and it's going to be Conquerors' ball as Caitlin Starkovich inbounds it to Carly Starkovich. And a turnover to the Royals. Nelson in the corner, dribbles into the paint, kicks it out to Eckler. Into the hands of Weisenberg. Pass through the paint, kicked out to Nelson, left corner. Shot off target, rebounded by Kohler on defense. Kohler drives in, throws it up, can't connect. And Weisenberg with the rebound. Royals going the other way. Nelson passes inside to Carly Baker. Back outside to Nelson. Nelson drops it in like butter. 32, knocked my mic away. 32-7 is our score. And a jump ball called for as Caitlin Starkovich ties up with with Miller. And the possession arrow to the Conquerors. 32-7. And 2 shots given to the Conquerors on the foul. And Carly Starkovich shooting 2. Missing the first. The Conquerors 5 for 8 with free throws in the first. Second one drops. 3 points for Starkovich, all from the free throw line. Passing to Baker. Out to Eckler up top. Miller. Off target 3-pointer. Rebounded by Eckler. Eckler averaging 2.9 rebounds a game and a 3-pointer. Quinn Nelson. That is Nelson's 3rd tray of the contest. And a turnover stolen by Baker. Passed out to Eckler. Lob to Nelson inside to Baker. Baker tosses it back out to the left wing. Up top to Miller. Nelson, 3-pointer. And back-to-back 3-pointers for Nelson gives her 22 on the night, or on the morning. So used to broadcasting in the evenings. This is a different moment for me during this moment. A very repetitive statement. 38-8. And the Conquerors on offense. Dribble to the far baseline. Far sideline, that is. And contact. That should have been a foul, in my personal opinion. Pass forward to Starkovich, and a whistle coming from the far official. .353, third quarter, 38-8. And the Royals take the possession. Miller to Eckler, passed inside to Blake. Back outside to Eckler, up top to Miller. Miller dribbles to the left, and knocked out of the hands of Eckler by Carly Starkovich. And the Royals with a 30-point lead, 38-8. And Wynn Nelson's three-pointer off target and a jump ball called for by the officials. Ket Cooler ties up with the Royals. Addie Blake in the possession arrow to the Royals. And turnover on the inbounds pass. Coastal Christian driving, looking for their first field goal of the quarter. Coastal Christian with 8 points, 6 of them at the free throw line. And the miss by Nelson, gets her own rebound, throws it back up, can't connect. And third shot by Nelson. Third time's a charm. And Nelson with 24, well above her season average of 10.3 a game. And it's a 32-point lead, 40-8 here at the Oceano Community Center. Coastal Christian finds themselves in a hole with 2:54 remaining in the third quarter. And the pass knocked away by the Royals. Possession stays with Coastal Christian. And Eckler with the turnover. Push forward. Brown gets blocked. Starkovich with a good block there for the Coastal Christian Conquerors. And that's thrown away by the Royals out of bounds. And Ava Brown laughing at herself on that horrible pass as she came up court. Miller to Blake. Blake crosses over with Miller. Pass inside to Nelson. Nelson shakes the defender to the rim, connects with the bucket, and will go to the line for the and one. Nelson with 26. Mission Prep 0 for 2 at the free throw line in the first half. Nelson connects. And the shot connected for Coastal Christian. And the Royals fighting for the ball. Starkovich tying up with Miller. One second on the shot clock. Shot thrown up by Moore, no good. And a shot clock violation called against Coastal Christian. Mission Prep will take the basketball back. Miller inside to Gwen. Her shot off target. She's fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot two. .4 remaining. First one good for Gwen. Second one connects. Gwen Nelson 3 for 3 at the free throw line. 29 points. And that one goes out of bounds in front of the camera. Pass inside to Caitlin Starkovich, and a whistle from the far official. And Caitlin Starkovich to the line to shoot a pair. First one connects. Starkovich with 3 points in the contest, 11 for Coastal Christian. And the second one, a miss. Pass forward to Brown. Brown shot off target. A haste at the buzzer. 45-11 is our score. And as we enter the fourth quarter, scoring breakdown looks like this. 5 points in the first, 2 in the second, 4 in the third, 11 in total for Coastal Christian. Mission Prep with 12 in the first, 17 in the second, 16 in the third, total of 45. Mission Prep led by 7 in the first, 22 in the second, now by 34. Heading into the fourth quarter, leading scorer in this contest, Wynn Nelson with 29 points for the Mission Prep Royals. Sally Weisenberg with 8, Ava Brown with 4, Carly Miller with 2, Riley Eckler with 2. On the other side of the ball, Maggie Moore with 5 for Coastal Christian. Carly Starkovich with 3, and Caitlin Starkovich with 3. Total of 11 points for Coastal Christian. Coastal Christian 5 for 8 in the first half in free throws, 2 for 4 in the second half so far, 7 for 12 altogether. .30 seconds gone by in the last frame. Pass inside, knocked away into the hands of Brown. And Brown gets it to Weisenberg, and Weisenberg with a backcourt violation, stepping over the line to try to save the possession for Mission Prep. And Moore chasing it down, able to recover. And just walking up and stealing it is Brown. Thank you, that is mine. That is a perfect pickpocket. And contact results in the foul against Coastal Christian. And a timeout. We'll be right back. And we're back. I had to plug the laptop in. Started to lose its juice. But the Royals have not lost theirs. And a three-pointer dropped in by Weisenberg. (48-11), the first points of the quarter. About 2 minutes in. Both these teams playing some good defense. Royals playing just a little bit better of an offense than Coastal Christian. Royals leading scorer not on the court. Actually, correction, she is. There it is. Gwen Nelson, 29 points. Nelson takes the pass from Brown, puts it up, and Nelson with 31. .530 remaining. Bounce pass inside. Shot contested by the Royals. Second shot taken, and that's good for Brooke Canaday. 13-50 is our score. And a turnover to Coastal Christian. And Brown ties up with Carly Starkovich. And gets some woes from the crowd. And Caitlin Starkovich called for the foul. Timeout taken with 4:53 remaining. Royals lead by 37, 50-13. Patty Blake inbounds it to Miller. Miller going to bring it across the timeline. Escapes the pressure from Cooler, back to Blake. Blake guarded by Cooler. Inside. And Brown ties up with Carly Starkovich and will go to the line to shoot two. And Ava Brown with her first of 2 free throws made. Second one no good, saved by Nelson and turned over to Coastal Christian as Carly Starkovich brings it up court. Maggie Moore now with it, dribble down the far sideline, loses the dribble, back to Mission Prep. (51-13). Mission Prep maintains possession. And Weisenberg to the rim, can't get it on the free throw. On the layup, excuse me. That was not a free throw. It's too early in the morning for me. I need some more coffee. 51-13. Gooler to Caitlin Starkovich. Dribble up top, the dribble comes loose and in the hands of Brown, and Brown can't complete the layup, and she gets her second chance points, and Ava Brown sits at 7 this morning. And the pass thrown away out of bounds. Mission Prep possession. And we've gone to a running clock as the lead has gone to 40 here in the fourth quarter. And the lucky dribble drop. 33 for Nelson. (55-13). And knocked away by Caitlin Starkovich, able to recover the Royals. And that ricochets into the hands of Coastal Christian on the miss by Miller. And the rebound on the missed shot from Starkovich into the hands of Nelson. And Brown layup, no good. And fighting under the basket, Brown comes back up with it, kicks it out for the deuce to Sally Weisenberg, who has 13 in the contest. 57-13 our score. Bounce pass to Moore. Inside, and Canaday loses it. Last touch by the Royals. Canaday will inbound it baseline left side. 57-13, 1:20 on the clock. And a quick bucket, good for Brooke Canaday. And Weisenberg shot off target, bounces off the back iron, gets her on rebound, kicks it out. And Blake's looks like her shot was tipped by Coastal Christian. 43 seconds to go in the contest. Left corner, off target, and underneath the bucket, Brown completes the second chance opportunity. 9 points for Brown, 12 seconds in this contest. Deep three-pointer, off target. Addie Blake with the rebound, pass forward. And that is our ball game. Mission Prep walks away out of the Oceano Community Center with a 59-15 victory. Thanks for being with us on this presentation of Mission Prep Basketball on Mission Sports TV. Our player of the game, presented by Ready Golf Club in San Luis Obispo, the premium indoor golf facility. Check them out online, readygolfclub.com, where you can play over 400 premium golf courses just in one spot. Our player of the game, Gwen Nelson. Game high, 33 points. And thanks for being with us. Our final score, 59-15. And we'll be back on Monday with Mission Prep men's basketball, 4 p.m. tip-off from the Bakersfield Christian MLK Showcase. So we'll be there. Join us, 4 p.m. They're playing Liberty. Thanks for being with us. Have a good day.